And the other tweet that came in was regarding Netanyahu and Hezbollah, adding that there will be no troops going to Beirut and that both sides agreed not to attack each other. And these remarks have come up in the latest developments as there are no troops going to Beirut. Though this signals a de-escalation very clearly, tensions surrounding Lebanon in specific. So how do you see the current situation? Probably overall the situation in the region is coming towards de-escalation. Positive trajectory is there?
Well, it has been like since the beginning of this war, it was widely expected that Israel could destabilize the negotiations at any point, and they have done it so many times. Israel has no respect for its like ceasefire in Gaza. They have no respect for ceasefire in Lebanon. This ceasefire was brokered by the United States, and the United States is responsible for making Israel respected. So this is a major issue in negotiations as well, because it was one of the major demands of the United States of Iran that they cease supporting their proxies in the region, and Lebanon is a major part of that because Hezbollah is Iran's proxy over there, and if they could contain Hezbollah and Israel, the negotiations could go ahead. Otherwise, it would always be a bone of contention.
Right. So diplomatic efforts continue to focus on preserving the ceasefire and preventing further escalation in the region. Do you see the negotiations going forward? Do you see positivity on ground, on paper as well?
Well, it largely depends on the cost of the war. As I said before, it is very costly to the United States, and this administration had promised the Americans that it's a short-term pain for a long-term gain, and it is not in the interest of the United States to get involved in a prolonged, unending war. And then, according to defense analysts, the United States must need like at least 500,000 soldiers on the ground if they want to go for a full invasion, which is highly unlikely to be approved by the Congress. The Congress won't provide funds for it. The Congress won't vote for it. Even some Republicans, they won't vote for it. So at the same time, it is very important for Iran as well, because they have been militarily very they have been damaged largely by the U.S. and Israeli strikes. Also, their drone capabilities have been damaged largely. So I guess it's not in the favor of anyone. And the major partners of the United States in the Gulf allies, I guess they have said enough is enough, and they don't want to be hit by Iran because of Israel or the United States. So it looks like the regional allies of the United States, the Western allies, the global, nobody is standing with the United States in this war, and that's why it has to get to some conclusion where the strait is open and where the business goes as usual again.
Very rightly said. One last question from you, sir, which is very important. We have been talking back and forth about the naval blockade, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz at the moment. And as we signal a very vital shipping route, which is closed at the moment, and it is creating havoc throughout the globe, of course. How do you see, if the situation currently at the moment does not stop or halt or de-escalate, what further catastrophes can we face?
Well, it is hitting the world badly. If like the oil prices are going up, and as we saw today, after this light friction, the prices jumped again. So it already has, and it will have a major impact on global economy. It will hit the countries badly as it has already. The jet fuel crisis in Europe has been getting worse because it's summer here in the United States and in the West, and people travel, and when they're looking at the tickets or they stop at the gas station, the gas prices, no one is ready to live their life as they used to. So it has a global impact, and the poor countries are going to be hit hard because most of the poor countries depend on the fertilizer imports, and the fertilizer prices also are going up because there is no transportation as usual. Such as the thing with every, because oil is the basic commodity that moves the world. So inflation is rising around the world because of this war and because of the closure of the strait. So it has a huge impact. And if the United States and Iran did not reach a deal, that's why there is pressure from the US allies and everyone, and on Iran as well, to just end the blockade so that people can get their ships out of the strait and to their destinations, so that at least even if we stop now, things are going to take about 6 months to 1 year to get back to normal. So prolonging this is in no one's interest.
Very rightly said, sir. Thank you so much for giving us your time
Thank
here
you.
at Pakistan TV. As always, it's a pleasure. Now, moving forward, Deputy Prime Minister